Hi, my name is Bella Roscoe. Today's date is December 9th, 2018. Today's topic, I'm just going to be explaining how the food is moved and passed through our digestive tract. In our assignment, we were asked to pretend that we have just eaten a cheeseburger, and how does the food flow through our system. There are different organs that make up the digestive system, which is the mouth, the pharynx, esophagus, stomach, small intestine. Our accessory organs, which are the liver, pancreas, and gallbladder, and our large intestine. So the mouth, you just go ahead and chew your food, chew it up, making it small enough for it to pass down the esophagus. With the tongue and the pharynx, it'll propel the food down into the esophagus, where it is moved. The food is moved through a process known as propulsion. But in the esophagus wall, it has smooth muscle tissue that can contract and release, making the food go down in a wave motion, known as peristalsis. So it'll move the food down to the stomach, where it'll mix the food and our gastric juices, forming chyme, where it'll be mixing all the juices that secrete the body. Our accessory organs, the liver, pancreas, and gallbladder, they excrete bile salts and enzymes, aiding into our digestive process. The stomach, it absorbs the fat soluble that's included in alcohol and aspirin. That's where it'll absorb majority of it. After it's complete in the stomach, it'll continue into the small intestine, where it'll continue to mix the chyme juices. And this is where they absorbed all the nutrients. That's our carbohydrates, our lipids, our proteins, and it'll absorb and into the bloodstream, ready for energy use for the body. After it passes the small intestine, it'll go into the large intestine, where it'll absorb the remaining nutrients and molecules, the remaining material that the small intestine didn't get to absorb. And it'll keep the cavity dry, ready to form feces for the remaining material to exit the body through the anus. There are 6 different actions that occur for digestive process to be complete. It's the ingestion, which is taking a bite of that cheeseburger, chewing it up. Propulsion, which I mentioned, is the movement of the food in our digestive tract, like our esophagus walls. The smooth muscle tissue will contract and release, moving the food. Next will be the mechanical digestion, which is just you chewing your food, chewing it up. Next is the chemical digestion, which occurs in our salivary glands and is complete in our small intestine, and it's just the food breakdown. It's just the breakdown of the food molecule, and that it's complete in the small intestine. And once it's completed, it can be absorbed through the blood to the bloodstream, which is the 5th process. And once it's absorbed, it'll be defecated out through the anal cavity, known as stool, to mix stool and feces, and that's just the excess material that our body wasn't able to absorb or use out. So that was my discussion regarding the digestive system, on how the food moves through our body. Thank you.